Welcome. So, my name is Naomi Feda, and I am on the board for Morph Mexico. Just wanted to take a moment to introduce this video since I wasn't able to get a full introduction when I was taping it. So, my husband and I and our kids went to travel to Morph Mexico back in September, and I was able to take some footage of what's happening there and recorded these videos with Amy, just sharing her heart for the vision of this ministry. And I'm just going to say, part of me, we tried to get it in a quiet spot, but not every moment is quiet because we were at the daycare and you'll hear like this squeaking door in the background occasionally, and I could not seem to get that noise out. So I'm just going to trust that you'll hear the message above any external noise that might be popping in periodically throughout the video.
I want to give you guys some practical information about why what we do is important and the ways that you guys can help come alongside of us. So the reason why what we do is so important is the majority of our moms make about $3 an hour. And we have multiple families of 4 to 6 kids. When you add that up, one mom's living wage is not very livable. It's $3 an hour, and food is about the same price as it is US. This comes with many obstacles because then a mom now has to choose between feeding her family and staying at home to keep her children safe, which is why we opened the daycare. No mom should have to choose between her kids starving and keeping her kids safe. Here at Morph Mexico, we fully believe in teaching the children that they are special and created by God. So a lot of our children are of Triqui nationality, which is an indigenous nationality here in Mexico. The name Triqui means trash, and they've taken that identity on for themselves. And we believe that every child is created by God for a purpose. And so we want to teach them that they have value just in being who they are. Abuse is extremely common in our area. So the majority of our kids will suffer abuse by the time that they are 6 years old. That is a common statistic here in Mexico. By providing a safe, loving place for them to be during the day, we drastically reduce the risk of childhood abuse and of childhood trafficking. We believe that family is extremely important, and we want to keep families together. The majority of our families are at risk of separation due to poverty, due to lack of supervision. These are the reasons why we feel it's so important to have Morph. Most daycares here in the Baja, the parents spend 600 pesos or 34 US dollars a week per child. That is so unrealistic for families who have more than a couple children, because at just 4 children, you are now spending more in daycare costs than you are making a week. Here at Morph Mexico, because we place such a value on families and keeping families together, we do not charge. We are donation based. We have the moms give as they are able. Some moms give 100 pesos a week, and some moms give up to 200 pesos a week. This is not a requirement, but solely a offer for them to extend back what they have been given, and most moms are happy to do so. Because of this, we are supported by those people in the United States. We are sponsor supported. So we cannot do what we do without the help of people just like you. Some of the expenses that we have here, the biggest one is our staff fees. So our staff, on average, make the average amount that a Mexican makes here, which is $134 a week. The difference is our staff receive food, receive transportation to and from work, and also receive the ability to bring their children with them to work, which gives them a great opportunity to not only work, but be with their children which is a valuable thing that is kind of unique to our ministry. We are so grateful that we are able and have been able to be open for almost 2 years, solely based on sponsorship and support. However, as our numbers grow, yet again, as it becomes strawberry season, we know that we cannot do this without donor support and without an increase in donor support. We have 4 to 5 women who work every day, and then we have 2 volunteers, myself and our other missionary, Melina, who do not receive pay. So we pay 4 to 5 women a week, which if you add that up, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like almost $700 a week just in staff fees. Our next biggest expense is gas and food. What people don't realize is gas is between $5 and $6 a gallon here in Mexico. We travel quite a distance to the daycare to get here on not so nice roads. For anybody who's visited, you know that my joke is you don't need a chiropractor if you have the Mexican roads, because it will crack your back and kind of bounce out your alignment, not only in your back but in your car. So another big need we have on top of food and gas is our vehicles. Our vehicles take a huge beating. They're over 20 years old, but they're still going strong, even though they need repairs quite often. That is another expense that we know we will soon have to take on. Another expense that we have is our water bill. So those of you who have seen our update, we finally have water. After so long of filling every day, we were blessed with the ability to have 2 tanks of what we call sucio water, or dirty water for cleaning, and 1 tank to hold drinking water or sweet water. For those of you who don't know, we were going through about 3 to 3.5 garrafones of water a day. Each garrafone is backbreaking to carry up the hill and up the stairs. We are so grateful to the supporters who gave so that we don't have to worry so much about our water supply. However, each time we have to fill our water tank, it's about 800 pesos, or close to $50. And that's just for our cleaning water, our water for our toilets and for our dishes. The other huge expense that I've kind of mentioned is food. So food here is about the same price as it is in the US. There's not a huge amount of difference, which surprises most people, because a lot of our bills are cheaper, but food remains just as expensive. So we do as frugally as we can. We buy boxes, but that is a huge expense and undertaking when it comes to feeding 50 to 60 people every day. There are multiple ways that you can help, that you can give. We offer sponsorships for a day. You can sponsor a day's worth of fees. You can sponsor a staff. You know, it's $130-something a week for a staff. So we're looking for people to sponsor staff, because that would be one less day that we don't have to worry about. So in closing, I just wanted to again extend my gratitude for those of you who have supported us, who have walked alongside of us, whether financially or in prayer or both. We are so grateful, because we couldn't do the things that we get to do without you guys. You know, God told us little by little, step by step, and you guys have been there beside us, little by little, every step of the way. And we know that we wouldn't be here without God and without you doing what He has called us to do. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Be sure to stay connected with the ministry. You can find all of the links for that in the show notes below.